Hello everyone, this is the second part of eldest daughter syndrome. We're going to speak about some of the issues that come up when you have the eldest daughter syndrome. So the first sign that you have the eldest daughter syndrome is having a strong sense of responsibility. There are people who always put it upon themselves to make sure that everyone is okay. You realize that you want to make sure your parents, your mom, your dad, your siblings are okay. You take care of your friends, you take care of everyone around you, but nobody ever takes care of you. You never think about yourself, or you think about yourself last. So that is another thing that you need to know that happens when someone has the eldest daughter syndrome. The second sign is that you always feel the need to control, like you want to, even when there is nothing to control, or even when there is nothing to control, you still want to control things. When you lose control, you really get stressed. You really wonder what is happening, what is going on. You go crazy about it. You feel like you're losing your mind. That is one of the signs that you have eldest daughter syndrome. The third thing is that you always place it on yourself to help your parents, to take care of your siblings. You feel like you have to do what they want you to do. Like if you don't meet the expectations, you feel like you've lost it, you've failed, you're the worst child, you're the worst thing, because that your parents have placed a certain expectation on you, and you have not been able to meet that expectation. That is another sign. Also, parents really contribute to this, because you find that they really want to make the child do what they want them to do, and when they fail, they are made to feel like they have done something really bad. So, or they are not high achievers. You find that your parent is always pointing out your mistakes. That is something that causes you as a child to develop the sign of having the need to meet the parents' expectation. The fourth thing is perfectionism. Oh my god, I think this is so common, and I think to some point I have it. And perfectionism for me is not even in arranging the house, or cleaning, or it's in other things, like in how I live my life. I feel like I have to be really perfect. I feel like things have to work out the way they should be. For example, let's say you're supposed to pay your rent by 15th. You remember when 15th comes, you feel like you have to pay that rent by that date. You have to get your hair done by this date. You have to do this by this. Like, you want everything to be perfect, to be crazy perfect. So yeah, that is another thing. And also, you want to, even when you have your kids, you don't want to see them making mistakes. If, for example, they pour tea on the bed, you have a problem with that. If they mess the table, you feel so agitated. Like, yeah, if they disarrange their closet, you cannot bear it. You cannot understand that that's a child. So those are some of the things that, another sign that shows that you have the eldest daughter syndrome. But these work together. You cannot have perfectionism on its own and think that you have it. No, it is when you see yourself having this recurrent, or your child having this recurrent these behaviors, these notions over and over, and they all come together. It's not like she has one. No, she has all of them. Another thing that they show such children is they struggle with same age relationships. Most of the time you find that they prefer dating someone a bit older than them, for girls, and for men they prefer dating someone who is younger than them, so that they can feel the need to lead. They someone who will lead them, who will take them to where they feel that they are in control. The next thing is that most of the time, over time, you develop resentment against your family. I think I have seen this happen over and over, and it's not just with people with the EDS. It's also people who give too much, who give everything. You give out your heart, you give out your money, you give out your time, you give out your energy. At the end of the day, you become a very bitter person. You become resentful towards the people that you've been taking care of. So you feel that they do not really appreciate or see what you're doing as anything important. And this is common even with people with EDS, and it's common because you can see in all these, they are people who give, who want to see things okay, being perfect. And when things do not really become perfect, or when the people they are doing this for don't appreciate them, they end up hurting, they end up becoming so angry and so resentful. So it's something that occurs over and over. If it's something that occurs over and over, they end up becoming angry, they end up becoming hurt. So yeah, they develop resentful feelings towards the people they are taking care of. The next thing is that they have the habit to please other people. They feel they need to make other people happy, even when they are being hurt, even when they are not okay. They feel it is upon them to make sure the other person is happy. So you find a child will try so hard to make sure that she's loved, she's liked, even when she's breaking down. And these are some of the things that also lead to things like being resentful, because when you try so hard to make someone happy and they don't see what you're doing for them, they don't appreciate you, you will obviously become resentful towards that person, not knowing that you are the cause of some of the issues that are occurring. Because I believe that when you realize that you have some aspects that are not really making you happy, it's better to deal with it at an early age before allowing it to overcome you. So, and this happens to children. You find that, oh my god, you've made me remember a story, an incident of a certain girl we studied with in high school. I remember this girl was doing so well. She was among the best students in school, in her class. She was also so pretty. She was such a beautiful and smart girl. So one day, she used to sleep near me, two beds after me, behind mine. So now I remember this day, she she was sleeping with her bedmate. The bedmate was also so a very smart student, and one day the bedmate defeated her. I don't know whether they came from the same place, or whether the parents knew each other. I am not really sure. So the other girl, let's say girl X and girl Y. Girl X is the one who was so pretty, was doing well, and girl Y was the bedmate. The bedmate was also very smart in school. So she became number one, and the other one became number two, and she had way lesser marks than the girl Y. Then the parents came to school for the clinic day. Oh my god, I have never seen so much pain and so much resentfulness and so much anger and so much emotional damage. That is the word I was looking for, to a child, because of their marks, because they were not able to meet the parents' expectation. Do you know the girls had fought to a point that they had to get different beds, like they had to get into, like, be spaced off each other because they could not sit together, not because they were not friends. They were friends initially, not because they didn't love each other, but because one parent mentioned quarreled the other because she was defeated. She was even number two. She was not even like having a very low marks. She had good marks, just that she was defeated by her neighbor or someone the parents knew. I'm telling you, like, I can only imagine the kind of anger that this girl will grow with towards her parent, because her mother quarreled her just because she was defeated. Probably she was the firstborn. I don't know had a bad number, but yeah, you can imagine the pain she felt, because I think she cried the whole week just because of the words her mother said to her, because she became number two. You see what I'm talking about? Placing some unbearable expectations on your children can be one of the ways to break them without knowing, and it harms their mental health. Because trust me, this girl will, no matter what she achieves, she will feel like she hasn't done enough to make her mother happy. You see? And at the end of it all, she will get so angry at her mother, and yeah, that is where some of these mental health issues come from. So guys and parents, children, you really need to watch out on yourself, especially if you're aware of what is going on around you, and also be able to correct things that are not going right. Choose to put yourself first as a child, and parents, put your child first. Like, make sure they are okay. It's not that you kill yourself taking care of your daughter or your son, but make sure you do not place it on your child to make you happy. You have to be happy on your own. Let your child be a child. I think I'm speaking to myself as I do this video, because I'm also a parent and I'm a child, so I'm learning also. So it's important for you to also love yourself and take care of yourself, but allow your child to grow. Do not make it so hard for them to live, yet you're the one who brought them here. Let us avoid things like depression, because these are the things that are killing our generation, and not because we are very bad people, but because we have missed so many things about mental health, and it's important for us to watch on that. So guys, take care of yourselves and take care of your children, and yeah, love them. Let them not have the eldest daughter syndrome just because of you. So see you in the next video, guys, and I want to say ciao, happy parenting and happy growing. Bye.